We went out and spoke to OB companies and we went and spoke to rental companies. And what they wanted was a head that could do more. So they wanted the Vision 250, but with more capability, more performance. They wanted to be able to do higher payloads and lower payloads, but they didn't want the head to get any bigger. What they wanted was actually a smaller head. So what started as a simple project became quite complicated because we ended up having to get more performance out of the head, but deliver that in a smaller package. One of the first things that we were told was that the Vision 250 struggled when supporting a large 40 times lens. And that's because the C of G is a lot higher, the lenses are getting slightly heavier, and sometimes even I've seen it where they put counterweights to kind of counterbalance the sunshade. The second setup is teleprompters. Got a lot of different companies in Eastern Europe and in Asia where they have smaller heads on pedestals, and they wanted to put a bigger teleprompter setup on it. Mid-development, we actually saw another configuration of a 40 times lens where they essentially are put on a plate with a riser with a sort of steel roll cage around them. It's used commonly in horse racing. It's called a sports frame, which again was another setup we wanted to try and achieve. We weren't just visiting the OB and the rental houses. We were out in the field. So we were at sporting events, we were at live events, watching and observing the camera operators using the equipment. So one of the things, for example, is we've done this new multi-standard base, and that's because depending on the environment, sometimes it was a pedestal fitted with quick fix, sometimes it was a scaffold pod with 4 bolts, sometimes it was a 150 base, and even in some cases where there'd been a tripod shortage that we would need a 100mm tripod. So what we did was we've developed a new base that has all of the different standards in one. So there's 4 different standards included.